Okay. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Now, put it down over there. Okay. I'll start talking when people kind of jump in the chat, I think. But to get an overview of what this live is supposed to be, essentially, is there is a Power Rangers tabletop RPG um, that's basically like D&D, um, with the exception of you can't really call it D&D, but it's a 5th edition like way of playing Power Rangers, essentially. Um, so I am going to sit here and basically recreate a show into the Power Rangers tabletop RPG. So give me just 2 seconds. I gotta get my Finster's cookbook for the tabletop RPG. Be right back. I also needed some other books. Number one is the book, the actual player's handbook. This is Across the Stars. It is a add-on book to get information on other colors. And then we are going to do the Monster Matic cookbook to translate all of the villains into actual playable NPC villains. It's going to be fun. I went last week. There's nobody really on right now, but I'm just going to talk to talk. Yeah, so last weekend, actual time, because I don't know whenever anybody watches lives afterwards or not. According to this live, it would be a week before this, which is July 12th. So I went to a small tabletop RPG convention out here where I live, and we played these epic games. First, the game we played the first day was was Battle for the Grid. It was it's like a board game type deal. But when we played this, we started in like a smaller campaign, and then used those same characters to do an epic tabletop multiverse event with G.I. Joe, Transformers, the whole thing. It was an epic showdown. It was really cool. And since I got really into Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury because I wanted to see what they could do because I heard a bunch of stuff about it, I was like, you know what? I think it's actually time to go ahead and make my own campaign. So that's what I'm doing. When anybody jumps in, has questions, they can go ahead and ask. I will be here. crowdsource. Tastes really good. It's just natural spring water. It's really good. Okay. So, what do you mean? The internet's fine, but it's buffering and I don't understand it. I don't know. I don't know if I need to move around more or be a lot more active. I guess I'll just talk the whole time. I guess as I'm talking, I'm just going to talk about Dino Fury because it is such a dope show. Um, so it had 6 main rangers: red, pink, blue, green, black, and gold. Very similar to Zeo if Zeo had black. Uh, but it was a really good show. Um, I felt like the story was basic enough to follow along with, but not complex. You know, it was very simple to go through and guess what would happen towards the end, but it still kind of made us guess the entire time. You know what I mean? But yeah, I really liked it. It was a great show. So, all right. Although I do still need to continue working on this, so I guess I won't talk as much. If anyone is rewatching this, comment down below what your favorite Ranger team was, your favorite show, theme song, Ranger color, actual Ranger per team, whatever you want to do. Drop your favorite Power Ranger deal down below in the comment section. Because I love talking Power Rangers. Now, I would also like to point out I'm trying not to spoil anything when talking about at least Dino Fury, because that's relatively new and a lot of people haven't seen it. And it's a good thing I won't spoil Beast Morphers because I don't really like Beast Morphers. It's a decent show, but it wasn't really my style as far as Power Rangers. It wouldn't really be a spoiler alert because it happens in the very first episode. So if you watch it, that's what's going to happen. But they get their energy from the morphing grid because they harnessed it into a morphin substance. Or like, the only people that should be messing around with a morphing grid are people like Billy Cranston or the Mighty Morphin Masters. Nobody else. You know, I don't really like that they kind of what would the word be? They try to commercialize the Morphin Grid's energy, and I wasn't really about that. So that the premise I don't like. The stories and characters and things that happened in it was okay, but the premise was too much for everything else not to stack up. I get like the pros and cons list was not outweighed with all the good stuff that happened in the show versus that one part of the premise. It's really stupid that I don't like the show because of that, but I mean sometimes it's just like that. There's a lot of villains to write down in here. Mm-hmm. Okay. My apologies for anyone tuning in or whenever you get back to it. I'm doing tabletop RPG prep for a campaign that I'm doing, and I am writing down all of the names, places, everything else that's going to go in the campaign so that while I am continuously doing the campaign, I will have references as to who all of my NPCs and player characters are going to be. Because while I am working on another campaign in the background, I am doing this off of a specific show, so I will need to make the player characters by myself and then give that to the characters as they play. So the fun part about the campaign that I'll be making is that I'll have to make, like for the other campaign, it will be from my story, my imagination. Anyone can make their own Rangers if they want to. I will style the Zords, powers, all that kind of stuff for that campaign and design all that myself. But for this, it's very specific and it's its own story. So there's a difference between taking the information in this book, translating into your own characters, and then taking existing characters that need to be translated from this book onto paper so that people can play it. That'll be the more challenging aspect of this that I'm going to have to try to get to. But it's going to be a fun challenge, so I'm definitely up for it. Yeah. Okay. And now I get to write down my favorite part, for at least the campaign that I am prepping right now, is their arsenal. So anything that they've been able to use during the show, the Zords, the weapons, the power-ups, anything that they've been able to do, love that part. So good. Alright. Awesome. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Um, Interesting. That's really cool, though. Unfortunately, this is when I'm doing the majority of the actual prep and writing down. So, yeah. So if anyone comes in wondering why I'm quiet, that's why. It's unfortunately just prep. Oh, yeah, that's what that did. Okay. Long ass word for no reason. I combined two of them. That's interesting. Didn't know there was a difference in the two. For anyone wondering which game I'm basing it, it's gonna be Dino Fury. I doubt any of the people who would be in my campaign actually watches my YouTube channel, so it'll be easy for me to talk about. I thought that the hover dino key and the balloon dino key did the same thing, but one is hovering to just float up in the air, the other one inflates you to a balloon and then you float, but you kind of just like pick them up and keep them there. I don't know. There's so much that goes into it. Yeah, so what I'm writing down right now, to anyone wondering, is the arsenal for their dino keys. So I've written down all of their main dino keys for their morphing and their Zords. Now I'm writing down all the boost keys, and then afterwards is going to be the battle armors and the miscellaneous. I'm writing down what each dino key is based off of, what it does, and I mean, I'll know what it looks like because I ordered all of them off of eBay. So, uh, why is it called the Utah Raptor? Now I need to do research. I guess I'll just talk this out then. So when I originally started this stream, I didn't think that they wouldn't watch my streams, so I don't know. I just none of them have ever told me that they have watched my channel before. As far as I'm watching, there's really nobody watching this live stream right now, so this will mostly just be afterwards. But this is gonna be exciting. I like this. I fell in love with Dino Fury as a show. I really did. It is now my new favorite Power Rangers series of all time. Which very narrowly beat out a tie between Mystic Force and Dino Charge. And Dino Charge, I really only loved because of Super Dino Charge added after it. Cosmic Fury actually took a little bit away of the magic from what Dino Fury had. It added a whole bunch of background lore, which I really like. However, it just with 10 episodes and being kind of like a Netflix exclusive type deal, it kind of really didn't match what Power Rangers was, but it was also not adapted from the Super Sentai series, unlike Dino Fury. So, yeah, whatever. Uh, we'll see if I even add Cosmic Fury into this campaign or not. But at the very least, it'll be Dino Fury. I think I'd actually change how the Zord looks for the Cosmic Fury Megazord. Not the Zords themselves, because those look cool. I just wasn't sure how I felt about the orbs. You know, because that's a Wild Force thing. You separate the Furies and the Forces and just make sure that there's a separation there. So, next is the Invisa Dino Key Megalosaurus. Interesting. Mist Dino Key. Protoceratops. Okay. Vision Dino Key. Definitely know what it does. Iguanodon. Interesting. Grow Dino Key. Moposaurus. To grow their target. Did they really do that? Maybe once, barely. I don't even remember that. And I literally just finished watching this series and Cosmic Fury within 3 days. So 44 episodes of Dino Fury and then 10 episodes of Cosmic Fury. 55 episodes of Power Rangers in 3 days. That's a lot. But I don't remember the Grow Dino Key. I'm going to have to figure that out. But this is from the Moposaurus? Oh, yeah, they did. He made the whipped cream get bigger because he was trying to shoot the little Paku Paku Smash Sword that they thought. No spoilers. But yeah, that's interesting. Cool. Okay. I don't remember why I didn't initially remember that. Yep. Puts target to sleep. And then the cushion dino key. Strathiomyces. Strathiomyces. Mimes. Strathiomyces. Interesting. What is that? It's an ostrich mimic dinosaur? Why would they base it off of that dino? I'm so intrigued now. I gotta go look all these up. Alright, I got all the boosts done. Alright, here's the armor keys. Blazing armor key. Electro. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay. Shadow light. Smash and freeze. Electro. Spinosaurus. Shadow Dino Key. There's a Velociraptor. It's so dope. The light is another Velociraptor. Yeah, okay. Some cosmic Smash. Yeah, the Pocket Smash sword. It's not Pocket Pocket, so it's Pocket Smash sword. And the freeze is from the pterodactyl. Okay, and then the Dino Knight. Enhanced abilities there. There's a boom tower key? That's really cool. A Void Knight key? That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, and that was it. Okay. Because the only other key in there is the Henchman's auxiliary key, besides all the toy exclusive. Okay. Well, that was all their keys. Wow, I really went super far into that tab. Okay. now I get to write down their Zords. So then we would have Metro Blazing. Metro Blazing. Pocket Smash. And then we had the Terra Freeze. Then the White Raptor and Shadow Raptor. Then okay. That should be it, right? I don't think there's any more. There's the 6 main ones. Then Dimetro Blazing, Terra Freeze, Pocket Smash, Shadow Raptor, Light Raptor. Right? I mean, that is all it's showing, so that's what I'm going to go with. Okay. Okay. it's raining here. But I think I've been live long enough. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a good rest of your night. Or day, depending on when or where you're watching this at the time. Like I said earlier, go ahead and put down in the comments down below if you're rewatching this, what is your favorite Power Ranger? Anything that could be team, color, Ranger, Zord, show, power, what have you.